Welcome back to the channel. Let's cap off the week by taking a look at over 20 awesome games on the Nintendo Switch eShop that are on sale with some nice sized discounts, including a bunch going for prices that many would consider to be a steal. SteamWorld Heist is a turn-based tactical strategy game that has you placed in shootouts with other enemies. This is not a normal shootout though. Bullets can fly off the wall, so landing trick shots is a must, as well as taking advantage of unique abilities for each of the characters. The Ultimate Edition comes with a nice sized campaign to blast through, but it also has the Outsider DLC that comes with a new campaign and a bunch of new stuff like weapons, upgrades, and more. It's only $1.99, a brand new low price for it on the eShop, and to be honest, that is an amazing deal. If you haven't played this game yet, and you like strategy games, then throw $2 at this one. You'll absolutely love it. SteamWorld Dig 2 is a Metroidvania game that has you playing as Dorothy, the steam robot who is searching after Rusty, who was the protagonist of the first game. You gotta explore the mine by digging through, as well as taking out enemies that you encounter along the way. Of course, like any good Metroidvania, there's lots of upgrades and secrets to find while exploring. This game is a lot of fun, and while there's a lot of Metroidvania games out there, this one stands out because it's just so well done. It's a quality game that is enjoyable from start to finish. This one, like most SteamWorld games, is rated very high. It currently has an 88 on Metacritic for the Switch version. It's on sale on the eShop for a brand new low price of $3.99 until March 27th. In Cursed to Golf, you play as a cursed golfer in Purgatory that needs to play and win all the courses to return to the land of the living. At least that's what the legend says. The gameplay takes place in a 2D style. You need to navigate through some pretty insane courses while avoiding many traps. Unlike traditional golf, you just have a set amount of strokes, and if you go over, well, it's game over for you. There's ways to earn additional shots by shattering idols with your golf ball while playing through each course, but there's also ways to permanently upgrade your shot counter too. It's a challenging game, but hey, it's a lot of fun, especially when you finally triumph over a course. It's on sale for a brand new low price of $7.99 until March 27th. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, Monster Hunter Rise is one of my all-time favorite games for the Switch. It's such a wonderful game. The combat is faster than ever, with tons of weapons to use. The monsters are fun to fight, and you'll be addicted, so much so to the game, that one more mission will turn into like 5 more at the very least. It's got an addictive gameplay loop of bashing monsters while gaining materials and crafting the armor and weapons you want just to get stronger or to try out a new build. The base game itself is filled with a lot of missions that were increased with a ton of free updates, but then came the Sunrise expansion, and that felt like it added a whole new game to the experience, with all this new stuff, including a new story and new monsters to face. If you want one of the best, rewarding experiences that seems to have a never-ending amount of content to play, then you absolutely need to get Monster Hunter Rise plus Sunbreak. And hey, I haven't even touched on the multiplayer yet. It's fantastic. It's flawless too, with up to 4 players that can team up to bash monsters in the face. I love it. Monster Hunter Rise plus Sunbreak is down to a brand new low price of $19.99. That is a steal for $20. The deluxe edition of the bundle includes the deluxe versions of the game and an expansion with additional costumes, and that is on sale for $24.49, a brand new low price for that. Finally, if you already got Rise and you need the expansion, well, that's down to a brand new low price too. It's $15.99 until March 26. Kaiju Wars is a strategy game where you are tasked with holding off kaijus from destroying everything. You'll need to use weapons such as missiles, freeze rays, and even transforming mechs to try to hold them off. There's a nice sized campaign to play through, in addition to tactical puzzles to solve and weekly challenges, and you can even create your own missions. It's on sale for a new low price of $9.99 until March 28th. A bit of a late addition to the Mario Day sale, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 is on sale for 60% off until March 18th. Just like the other Mario Day games participating in the sale, digital redeemable codes can be bought at certain online retailers, like Amazon, Best Buy, Target, and GameStop for the same price it's going on the eShop. They redeem for the full amount of gold points. That means you can get more gold coins that way if you go that route of buying the game through them. Now, if you haven't heard all the details on the Mario Day sale, plus the free goodies that are being offered, well, don't worry, I got you covered. I got a link to it down below for you to check out after watching this video. Make sure to check it out. The VISCO Collection contains 7 arcade games: Androdunos, Bang Bead, Captain Tomade, Flip Shot, Gang Ryu, Goal Goal Goal, and Neo Drift Out. It's a solid collection of some of the lesser-known SNK arcade games, with the shoot-'em-up Androdunos and the action game Gang Ryu being the standouts for the collection for sure. In addition to local multiplayer options, it does have online support for up to 2 players, which is a nice bonus for these games. It's on sale for 50% off, and it's the lowest price ever of $9.99 until March 22nd. The Breakers Collection contains 2 fighting games from VISCO for the Neo Geo AES arcade platform. It has Breakers and Breakers Revenge. Now, these 2 games aren't as well known as the other SNK fighting games for sure, but don't let that fool ya. These are actually some really good, high-quality fighting games from the era, and the 2 games have amassed a bit of a cult following in recent years. Both games come with online support with rollback netcode, as well as an art gallery, and it even has a training mode to master your moves, something that the arcade games obviously never had. Check out the demo on the eShop. I think you'd be surprised with how good it is. It's on sale for $9.99 until March 22nd. Alina of the Arena is a roguelike deck-building tactics strategy game. That's a lot, so let's break it down. You play as Alina, a female gladiator who must compete in combat round after round in front of spectators. In order to compete in combat, you're going to need to build up a deck of cards to fight your way through rounds. Now, being on a hex-like grid, you can't just focus on attacking and defending. You gotta position yourself for attacking and defending, as well as being able to dodge attacks. The roguelike aspects come in the form of randomized levels that challenge you during each run. While it sounds complicated at first, really the game isn't. You'll get the hang of it fast, and for those who love strategy games or deck-building games, I think you're really gonna like this one. It's on sale for a brand new low price of $10.49 until March 18th. The classic TAITO arcade game is back in the modern era in ARKANOID Eternal Battle for the Switch. Included with the game are 4 main modes. There's the new Neo mode, which is a modern take of the classic game, plus a retro mode to relive that classic arcade feel, a versus mode with up to 4-player local and online multiplayer play, and the Eternal Battle mode, a 25-player mode via online play that's pretty insane. It's only $2.99 on the eShop, a return of its all-time low pricing, which is a must-get at that price for those that love arcade games. Mr. Driller Drillland on Switch is a remaster of a GameCube game that we did not get in the West back in the day. It was a Japan exclusive. It's a shame that we didn't get it back then, because honestly, it's arguably one of the best, if not the best game in the Mr. Driller series. This game introduced multiple gameplay modes beyond the main mode, including lots of multiplayer modes, making it an excellent multiplayer party game in addition to a great puzzle game. The remaster here includes new HD visuals, multiplayer online options for the modes that support it, and a casual mode option. It's only $4.79, which is honestly a steal for such a good puzzle game. While Demon Turf is a nice game, the smaller sequel, Demon Turf Neon Splash, is, in my view, a much stronger game by focusing on what made the first game so good, and that being the awesome platforming. There's 10 well-crafted levels to blast through, plus 10 remixed levels to unlock, as well as additional goals to complete, leaderboards to challenge, and a bunch of modifiers and collectibles to obtain. So yes, even though it is a shorter game, there's a nice amount of gameplay for the price. If you love 3D platformers, then there's no reason not to pick this one up, especially since it's on sale for just $3.49. The Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Trilogy contains the first 3 games in the series, Ultimate Ninja Storm 1, 2, and 3. These anime fighting games come with all the past DLC that includes extra missions, outfits, and other content, and they also have online multiplayer too. While it isn't on sale for the lowest price it's ever been, at $13.99, it's not a bad deal at all. It's actually pretty good considering you get 3 full-sized fighting games and all their content for less than $5 each. The Bridge Constructor bundle basically includes the whole Bridge Constructor series on Switch. In each game, your goal is to build bridges. Now there's limits on how to do this, based on various obstacles, geometry of the environment, as well as the cost of the parts for each level. They are pretty interesting, physics-based puzzle games that provide some nice brain teasers. The Bridge Constructor bundle includes Bridge Constructor Ultimate Edition, Bridge Constructor The Walking Dead, and Bridge Constructor Portal, as well as its DLC. It's on sale for $3.99 until March 15th. The Sharpshooter bundle includes 2 arcade-style shooting games. Sniper Hunter Scope is a fun arcade-style shooter that's almost like those old-school light gun games. It's by no means a complex game. It's simple, but it's a lot of fun for what it is. Knights and Guns is a 2D-style arcade shooter that has you mowing down tons of enemies across various stages with lots of weapons. It's sorta like a souped-up version of the old Pang or Buster Brothers arcade game. Both games and their DLC are included in the bundle, and it's only $2.99 via the sale. The Indie Gems bundle, Nanograms Edition, has 2 games that are nice twists on the classic Nanograms or Picross style gameplay. Pixel Cross Adventure combines the Nanogram style puzzles with a story-driven RPG experience. As you play, you'll gain XP, level up, and such as you explore and solve those classic puzzles. It's a neat concept, and actually works out pretty well, and is a lot of fun. Picto Quest has some RPG elements as well, but instead of exploring, it has you traversing across the map. You'll fight against enemies, as well as bosses, and Nonogram-style puzzles. Additionally, if you just want one game at this time, both games are on sale for $1.99 each. The utterly fantastic Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair is back on sale at its all-time low price of $2.99. $3 for this game is an insane price. If you're not familiar with the game or how the gameplay is, basically it's a sequel to the first Yooka-Laylee game, except this time the majority of the levels and gameplay are inspired by the 2D Donkey Kong Country games. In the levels, you try to collect the various items, as well as try to free a member of the battalion. You want to especially find these members, because for each member you collect, it'll count as 1 extra hit point to use in the final level, the game's ultimate challenge, aka the Impossible Lair. Trust me, due to the game's challenge with that level, you'll want to collect every one you can. The version on Switch looks great, it has a high frame rate, and of course it controls great. So do yourself a favor, if you love platformers, definitely pick this one up for just the $2.99 it is going for. It's one of the best deals ever for the Switch. Sifu's fluidity with its combat is truly amazing. It's won a lot of praise for its gameplay, which is truly unlike most beat-em-up games out there. You'll get access to over 150 different attacks, a lot of which can be chained together to dish out the pain to your opponents. Another neat aspect for the game is how it handles death. When you die, you are resurrected on the spot, but you age by several years. By aging, your strikes will become more powerful, but you will have less health overall. Eventually, you'll not be able to be resurrected any further, and it's game over. Along the way, you'll be able to unlock permanent upgrades and skills to use in future playthroughs, as well as unlock information to open up areas and shortcuts to use. I definitely recommend checking this game out. It's truly a special game. It's on sale for a new low price of $15.99 until March 13th. For the first time in a long time, Double Dragon and Kunio-kun Retro Brawler Bundle finally gets a decent discount of 50% off on the eShop. This game collection is pretty neat, not only for the number of games it includes, but also for including translated versions of games we never got in the West back in the day. It has a total of 18 NES and Famicom games in all. It has all 3 Double Dragon games, Renegade, Super Dodgeball, River City Ransom, and Crossing the Boys Street Challenge, as well as games unreleased in North America before, as well as a bunch of Kunio-kun sports-themed games. A bunch of these games also have the choice of choosing the Quality Up version, which improves the game performance of the original releases. If you love the NES era of gaming, then you need to get this collection. It's some amazing work. It's on sale for $19.99 until March 14th. For those looking for more River City and Kunio-kun fun, there is a couple more games on sale. There's River City Melee Mach, an updated version of River City Melee Battle Royale Special. Up to 4 players can battle it out in various stages using everything at their disposal. There's 30 teams to choose from, as well as 180 different characters and more than 250 special moves to use. There are single player modes, a free play mode, and a bunch of multiplayer modes, and it even supports online play. It's on sale for $4.61 until March 14th. River City Saga 3 Kingdoms is a brand new River City game set during the 3 Kingdoms period. Just like the other River City beat-em-ups, you'll need to explore and beat up enemies. What is neat here is the sheer number of enemies that the game throws at you, and your options to mow them down with a bunch of special moves. It's on sale for a brand new low price of $22.49 until March 14th. If you love shoot-em-ups, you're in luck because 5 must-have shoot-em-ups are on sale this week. DARIUSBURST CS Core plus TAITO and SEGA Pack is a special version of DARIUSBURST Chronicle Saviors that features the CS and DLC modes with stuff inspired by past SEGA and TAITO games. This is a separate version from DARIUSBURST, another Chronicle EX Plus with its own modes. There's 6 new ships to play as, in addition to 6 new stages, and more. It's on sale for $17.99 until March 14th. Demon Gaze Extra is the updated release of the popular PlayStation Vita Dungeon Crawler RPG. You explore in typical DRPG fashion and defeat monsters in battle, and monsters you defeat can also be summoned to fight other enemies. Beyond the main character, you can create secondary characters and customize them to your liking with various different classes. In addition to the remastered visuals, there's new events and content, a new class for characters, as well as gameplay improvements, such as the new retry system that allows you to retry a fight if you fall in battle, a new fast forward option, as well as improved speed of movement in game, and even the option to set up an autopilot to travel across set paths. These new improvements definitely help with the grind-heavy nature of a DRPG like this one. That all said, Demon Gaze is a fun game that fans of dungeon crawlers will enjoy even more now. It's on sale for $23.99 until March 14th. If you appreciate the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Consider becoming a subscriber too and slapping that notification bell if you haven't yet, so you can stay up to date with future videos from this channel. That's all for me today. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll catch you on the next video.